Hey, it's me again. I was just kind of looking at this car trying to figure out, do I want to fuel inject it or just turbo it or just leave it alone? I don't know, so many decisions. Let me know what you think. But anyhow, we're going to talk about the Dragy challenge in this one. And I've come up with this. It may be a good idea. It's probably not. Probably backfire on me. But I'm going to go out and some people I know have got some interesting cars, and we're going to do videos on these cars, let them tell you about what they've done and what they've got, you know, and it might be something you're interested in, it might be something you've never seen before. But during the video, I'm going to offer them an opportunity to take the Dragy challenge. And what the Dragy challenge is going to be is I've got a 2008 Honda Accord. I mean, we've had it for, I don't know, I bought it, had 20,000 miles on it. It's got 230 something thousand on it now. We've had it forever. My wife took my new truck away from me and started driving it, so I started driving that. But anyhow, what I did was I went out, took it down to Mexico because we don't break any laws in South Carolina. No, that's bad. Took it down to Mexico and took the Dragy up to it and shot some videos of it running, going through its paces, you know, as best it could. So that's going to be offered to people during the when I do a video on them. I will offer them that. Hey, do you want to take the Dragy challenge? If they want to take it, fine. If they don't, you know, fine. Either way, it doesn't matter to me. But you know, if your car will it outrun a 2008 Honda Accord? That's the main question. And no, I'm not this short. This car is jacked up like 27 inches. I kind of feel like Mike Long over here trying to look under the hood or something. I think I know what you're thinking. You might be saying, well, Tony, it's not fair for other people to run their cars against a 2008 Honda Accord if you won't even run this crap against it. Well, I will eventually, but the situation right now is this thing is off the ground and it has zero front suspension under it. So I can't very well take the thing out and run it. So to make it fair, I did run I run my shop truck against it. And I've got times on it, and I knew that Hemi would dust that thing. So, and I'm kind of disappointed in the Hemi. Really, I thought I was outsmarting myself. I had a bunch of stuff in the back of it. I probably had 300 or 400 pounds of crap in the back of the thing that I was going to haul off to the dump. And I got to thinking, there's where you get in trouble. You get to thinking, maybe this weight will actually help me. You know, put a little weight in the back of it, maybe it won't spin so bad. Well, I tried hitting it a few times on the way to Mexico, and it still spun bad. So in the video of the truck, you'll hear it, I take off, it spins, but I don't really get on it hard until it goes into second gear, then I get on it. But I'm kind of disappointed with what it ran. That truck should have, looking back now, if I could have done something to get a little bit more traction on it, it'd been in the 14s very easy with 300 or 400 pounds less crap in the back of it. But it is what it is. So, but I did run one of my vehicles against it, so you know, I did do that. So we'll get right into the actual videos of the Honda and then versus the shop truck. All right, here we go. 2008 Honda Accord. I bought it in 2010 from my wife. It had 20,000 miles on it when we bought it. I hated it. I didn't like it. She loved it, had to have it, so I bought it. Got a good deal on it, $8 grand. 18 months later, I get the title for it. But it's got about 230 something thousand miles on it. I drive it like a daily driver now. And it's a 4-cylinder VTEC engine. Let's see what it'll run in the quarter.
30. 60. 1/4 mile.
Old shop truck, I guess is what you call it. 2005 Dodge Ram 1500. It's got a Hemi, short bed, standard cab, automatic. It does, I did have to put some head gaskets on it. I had the heads checked, maybe shaved a little bit. Got a set of short tube headers on it. Pretty much a standard truck. Might have been a little bit hard to see these numbers during that video, but here's the breakdown. We got the Honda and the Ram, and you know, there's the 60 foot, the 1/8 mile, and the 1/4 mile. But if you look at this 60 foot, if that truck hadn't spun, I believe everything would have been better. I think that truck would have been in the 14s. Now, how do I get it not to spin? I don't know. It's got old hard tires on it. Do I let air out of them, or I don't know? You tell me. But I think the truck had more in it, but I don't know. You can get any more out of that thing. But you know, it is what it is. I was looking at the dog in the floor down here. You may have heard me in that video say that I'd taken the heads off that Ram. Can I go on just a little short rant right here? I bought that truck. I paid $5,000 for it. It had 125,000 miles on it, and I bought it from the second owners. And we drove it for a while, and was going camping. She was pulling my wife was pulling the pontoon and the golf cart with it, and we got about halfway to the campground and the thing run hot. So, you know, long story short, I get it home and I start taking it apart. Blown head gaskets, what I'm thinking. So I end up pulling the heads off of it. And I don't know if you've ever fooled with them with a Hemi like that, but the Felpro gaskets I bought had a left and right marked on them and up and down. It was clearly marked on the gaskets. So when I pulled the heads off of it, it had the same gaskets on it, and it had the left on the right and the right on the left, and they were both upside down. Now, if you're smart enough to tear that engine down like that, and you can't read which way to put the head gasket, or am I missing something? I mean, I put it back together the way it was embossed on the things, and it's worked just fine. It's got 146,000 miles on it. That's why I drive that stupid Honda. I don't want to put a bunch of miles on that truck. You know, that's just me. But I do appreciate you watching, and I hope you found it a little interesting, maybe something you'd want to continue watching. And if you could, I mean, if you could subscribe, I'm kind of being greedy here. I'm trying to get 500 plus subscribers so I can go to this No Names national thing, maybe get invited to go. My neighbors and my family would sure appreciate it because they have it out in Missouri, and that would be like a week I was gone out in Missouri, and I'd be out there acting ignorant, and I'd be giving them a break here. But I do appreciate you watching, and see you in the next one.